Hey, I just wanted to pop in here for an update. I'm actually working in my classroom this morning and I thought I should make a quick update video. So my last video, if you want to go back and watch it, I was talking about introducing a lot of new foods, vegetables mainly, and some fruit and different things and how it was going well. And I was getting red marks on my arms, which was a negative thing I was trying to figure out. My doctor had done a nutrition panel, just a little vitamin thing to check out. Well, about a week after that update, everything went bad as far as adding the new foods. And since then, I've gone back to a very basic diet, my safe foods, because whenever I add several foods that aren't my 100% safe foods, I do well for a few days, maybe even a week, and then everything goes wrong. And I have a flare, and then I can't eat anything. Constant diarrhea, running to the bathroom, and I could not start the school year like that. So I went back to my very basic foods, and my previous videos talk a lot about that, and I'm feeling great. So it's been about 3 weeks since I went back to my 100% safe foods. My stomach's feeling good. I'm doing workouts every morning, getting up before, like early, around 5 a.m., doing my workouts, and my gut's feeling really good. I say my gut, my intestines are feeling really good, and I'm not running to the bathroom. So one thing I've noticed that's very good is when I go out to eat, like a social thing, I can do that perfectly fine as long as I've been 100% doing well on my safe foods and my body's feeling really good. And as long as I'm feeling great, I can have one meal. Now, I never have dairy, gluten, or raw vegetables or much sugar, but I can go out for like Mexican food, carnitas, even a little bit of chips and salsa. I had some food, so I did that like a month ago when I was doing well, but then I added a lot of foods and started doing bad again. So I went back to my safe stuff for like 3 weeks, was feeling 100% great, and last Saturday I thought, well, I'll try this food truck, this place we were out. Everybody was getting something from food trucks. And I actually tried the Indian food truck because it was very clean. They had rice and chicken, very clean options, dairy-free, like allergy-friendly, soy-free. I don't have a problem with soy, but I'm just saying what it was, gluten-free. But it had a lot of spice. I have not noticed having trouble with spice. So, and their rice was like mixed with some type of curry sauce. It was really hot. So I was a little nervous, and I had a cider to drink with it, which was an alcoholic drink. And that went well. I didn't eat a lot of it, but I ate some of the rice, maybe a quarter cup of the rice, all the chicken, and a little bit of the sauce they gave me, which was a dairy-free yogurt sauce, kind of to cool it off. Had no trouble at all from that. But that's the only thing I ate that was out of my safety zone, and then I haven't eaten anything since then. So as long as I'm being very, very safe, it's worth it to once in a while be able to go have something in a social event that's normal to eat, I should say. But if I was to do that the next day also, or 2 meals in one day like that, I've experimented with that. No, if I feel like, oh, now I'm doing so well, I don't have a flare, I can eat this stuff, I can do it once. I cannot get away with it twice in a row. I haven't tried it 2 weekends in a row, but I've had it like once, and then 2 weeks later, try it again. So that's great news. Now my red spots, I'll show you. I have some right now on one of my arms. I always have red spots now. Usually they're like a streak down my arm that's bright red, showing blood like that. I'm always getting those. My doctor, my nutrition panel or vitamin thing came back. They wanted me to add some B12 and a little more D or D3. And I did that, hasn't made a difference, but I do, they have not figured it out, but I guess it's not a big deal. So I'll wear like a cardigan type thing to cover up my arms if I feel self-conscious about it. And I feel like it looks bad, especially when I have long red streaks. So I will do that, and I still hope that someday will go away. I'm doing my supplements, which is, I brought these with me because I knew I was going to make a little video this morning. Every morning I have about a tablespoon of this one and a teaspoon of this one in my water. First thing, that's what I always have first thing in the morning. And I do this because all the calciums really upset my stomach and gave me stomach pains. And this is the only calcium powder I found that I can handle. And it's important for women my age, especially, to be taking calcium. And then every evening I do 2 scoops of this cholestyramine powder. If you can see that. 2 scoops of that in water. This is what it looks like. And actually it tastes good. It's just an orange flavor. When they originally gave it to me and I did a video about that, they gave me these packets and it was horrible. It was the grossest thing ever. No flavor, like dry, sticking in my throat. And then I got on this one and it tastes good. I did do the pills to start out. They started me on the pills that were called like cholesterol or something. I didn't do too well on the pills. I didn't notice much of a result until I was on the powder. And I can regulate it myself. I do 2 scoops. I was doing 3, but that was when I was adding more food. And so I tried upping this to see if I could add more foods, just like more vegetables, fruit, like I said, and do more of this. But I was nervous maybe that was causing my red things. I don't know. But I've gone down to 2 scoops. 1 doesn't seem to help me at all. And when I say help me, means I don't have diarrhea a lot. I don't have urgency running to the bathroom, and I can't spend my day on the toilet because, you know, I got stuff to do. Another thing I take every single day is Nortriptyline, 10 milligrams. It's just 100% helps me with urgency. When I miss this, and I haven't tried not taking it for a while because it works so well, when I miss this, I'm feeling like I have to run to the bathroom all the time. And I get in there and it's like you don't really even have to go. Like maybe you do a little. It's just weird. It's like my intestines are always giving me spasms where I feel like I have to go. And this was a game changer when I got on this. It helps me 100%. So anyway, you could always go back and watch my early videos if you want to know my safe foods. When I say my safe foods, what I'm eating, it's my soup, it's my smoothie, it's now rice cakes, plain rice cakes with peanut butter and almond butter. That's huge. I didn't have that a year ago. What else? Applesauce, my chai tea that I make with a herbal chai tea, and you can look at that in a previous video. I should talk about that. I'm trying to think what else. Some avocado, rice, white rice. Now I'm liking jasmine white rice. I was doing the basmati for a long time, so those 2 things. So I can kind of make a little tortilla. I can do chicken, grilled chicken. I haven't had trouble with proteins, thankfully. And I try to do fish, do some grilled salmon mainly. So I'll have my smoothie in the morning, my chai tea. I'll have my soup for lunch. I'll have for dinner usually some rice with chicken or potato. I can do potato, sweet potato. That with broccoli, steamed broccoli, and my protein. So, and I try to do a little fat, like some olive oil, avocado, the salmon. So yeah, that's about it. That's my updates. If you want to see more about the food, look at my previous videos because I talk about that a lot. But I'm feeling really good, and I think I'm just going to stick with my safe things, stay out of a flare, and, you know, just add a little bit at a time and still experiment. but I don't like to experiment much other than in the summer because it always goes wrong and I've had so many negative experiences with it. Oh yeah, hard-boiled eggs. That's another one that's huge because I can take that with me. So I do that too. So anyway, that's my update. Microscopic colitis matters. That's what we want doctors to know. My doctors weren't a lot of help, but my new one at least got me diagnosed with the bile acid malabsorption by checking my upper intestine, my small intestine. And without that diagnosis and medicine to help treat that, that's what these are for. This is for, I should say. That was a game changer because when I wasn't diagnosed with that, I was 100% sick, miserable all the time, and having nonstop diarrhea and losing weight. So having the correct diagnosis, which was a bile acid malabsorption with the microscopic colitis, that small intestine and lower intestine issues, has 100% was what made me start doing a lot better. So make sure you have them check for that also, because my first doctor, who was horrible, didn't check for that, didn't care, wouldn't even check my small intestine for anything. Just wanted me to be on budesonide for the rest of my life and blamed me if I had issues. So check for that, do your research. It says online, I think it's 40% of people who have microscopic colitis also have bile acid malabsorption, which is a separate problem that also needs to be treated. So if I have to just eat safe for the rest of my life to take care of my microscopic colitis issues, and I do have lymphocytic, but I was originally diagnosed with collagenous, so he said maybe I have both. Maybe I don't know if it can switch from one to another, but regardless, I've been diagnosed with both within 1 year. So have a great day. Take care of yourself. Do your research and just eat what makes you feel good. And if anyone has more ideas about the red spots, they're not liver spots. They're actually red. And if you look at my previous video, it looks like a red streaks of it. And it's only on my arms. It comes up on both my arms right here. It's so strange. But they go away, and then another one comes up. No feeling. They have no feeling at all. It is only like a vanity thing. I can't feel them. They don't hurt. I wouldn't know they're there other than I just see them show up. So have a great day, guys.